Welcome to the Dyslexia Mom Life Podcast, your go-to podcast for dyslexia education and community. As moms, we want the best for our children, and when you're raising a child with dyslexia, that journey comes with unique twists and turns. Each week, we dive into dyslexia topics along with episodes on how to thrive in your dyslexia season as a mom, all with the goal of helping your child and your family thrive. Tune in for conversations that will inspire, inform, and connect you with a community that truly understands. You are not alone. We're in this together. Subscribe now and join in the conversation and community. You got this. Welcome to Dyslexia Mom Life, the podcast where we tackle the real and raw aspects of motherhood and raising children with dyslexia. I'm your host, Nicole Holcomb, and today's episode is about a topic that many moms grapple with, feeling lost. Whether you're overwhelmed by the daily grind of your to-do list, struggling with a lack of direction, or just feeling disconnected from yourself, this episode is for you. Let's explore how to find your way when you're feeling lost and reclaim a sense of purpose and balance. First, let's talk about what it means to feel lost. Feeling lost can manifest in many ways. Whether it's a sense of confusion, many of us feel that way along this dyslexia journey for sure. Lack of direction, or just feeling disconnected from your own identity. As moms, it's easy to get wrapped up in the responsibilities and the demands of daily life, leaving little room for self-reflection or self-care. It's important to acknowledge that these feelings are valid and they're not uncommon. Many moms experience this at some point in their dyslexia parenting journey, and it's okay to seek support and work through it. You might find yourself experiencing this along the way many times during this parenting journey. Understand that you're not alone is the first step towards finding your way back to you. So one of the first things you can do when you're feeling lost is to take a moment for self-reflection. Ask yourself some important questions. 1, what are the things that used to bring you joy? 2, when did you last feel truly fulfilled? And 3rd, what are the current sources of stress or dissatisfaction in your life? Journaling can be a powerful tool in this process. Writing down your thoughts and feelings can help you gain clarity and insight into what might be causing you to feel lost. It's a safe space to explore your emotions and identify patterns or triggers. Next up, let's talk about self-care. When you're feeling lost, it's easy to put yourself last. But self-care isn't just a luxury, it's a necessity. Taking care and taking time for yourself can help you to recharge and gain a clearer perspective. Self-care can look different and will look different for every person. It might be as simple as taking a walk, enjoying a hobby, or spending time with a friend. The key is to find activities that help you feel grounded and connected to yourself. Remember, you deserve to take care of yourself, and doing so ultimately will benefit both you and your family. Sometimes, though, when we're feeling lost, it can be a sign that you need a little bit more external support. This could mean talking to a trusted friend or family member, perhaps someone that's walked ahead of you, especially when you're talking about the dyslexia parenting journey. Reaching out to people that are a few steps ahead of you, but understand where you are, can be very helpful along this journey when you're feeling lost. Sometimes you may want to also seek guidance from a therapist, or you may want to join a support group, because if it's one thing I've learned about dyslexia, it does run in a family, and many times it goes unidentified. So many times as parents are walking through this journey with their own child, they're also experiencing their own unidentified dyslexia, and really things start to make sense to them now as to their own personal struggles. Therapy or support groups in particular can provide that safe space to explore your feelings and develop strategies for moving forward. It's a chance to work through those emotions with a professional who can offer valuable perspective and support. So another helpful strategy is to set small, achievable goals. When you're feeling lost, large tasks or decisions can feel quite overwhelming. Breaking them down into some smaller, manageable steps can help you regain a sense of control and direction. So start with something simple, like creating a daily routine or setting aside time for a personal project. So you don't have to map out a whole routine. Maybe it's in the morning you're going to take 5 minutes to journal, or maybe it's, the next thing I need to do to feel some semblance of control is I'm going to be part of a dyslexia mom or a dyslexia group, support group on Facebook, right? To learn more about the actual pieces of dyslexia so that you feel more in control of the next steps. The other piece that's so important when we talk about these smaller achievable goals is that you want to celebrate small victories because they really can build momentum and help you feel more grounded. And one of the things that I use daily is a full focus planner. And in the full focus planner, it identifies your 3 priorities for today. Now, yes, it has a list at the bottom where I can add more things, but those small victories daily to know these are the 3 things that are my priorities, and I can mark those off, really does help you feel more grounded and more successful in your day. The other piece to look at as far as strategies of helping you move past that feeling of loss is reconnecting with your passions. I know as parents, it's really hard to find time for ourselves, but it's so important. And when we reconnect with things that bring us joy and fulfillment, you can also help you to find your way back to you. So think about hobbies or interests that you've set aside and consider reintroducing yourself to those pieces that really brought you joy. It might be painting. It might be learning to cook a certain type of food. It could also be, though, picking reading back up. Maybe you do enjoy to read and you just have not done that in a while. Maybe you have some favorite music that you enjoy or some other activity that sparks joy. Making time for these passions can provide a sense of purpose and help you reconnect with who you are outside of your role as a mom. And another piece, finally, that's so important is remember that it's okay to not have everything figured out. And let me tell you a little secret. None of us do. None of us have it all figured out, right? None of us know where we're going to end. Every time we make a decision as a family, I just pray that I'm making the right one and do that based on the information that I have and the research that I've done and kind of where we are in the stage of our journey. But you need to know now, in life, you're not going to have it all figured out. You may decide the next step, but that's it, because you won't have it all figured out. There will be many times, sometimes daily, that you don't have it all figured out, especially as you embrace your dyslexia parenting journey. There's going to be many times that you're going to run into that imperfection. And not from your kids, but from us as parents trying to figure out our own way through this new identification. And every stage, we found out in first grade, but now we're into middle school. We're about to be in high school here shortly. And all these different stages come with other pieces that we're trying to piece together that we've never done before. So embracing imperfection and accepting that feeling lost is a part of the journey can be incredibly freeing. Let me say that again. Embracing imperfection and accepting that feeling lost is a part of the journey can be incredibly freeing. It's a reminder that you don't have to have all the answers or be perfect to find your way. Give yourself some grace. Give yourself some patience as you navigate through your feelings and your processes through your own journey of parenting a child with dyslexia. It's a process. And taking small steps towards self-discovery and self-care can lead to meaningful change over time. Keep in mind that our kids are watching us. They watch how we respond in difficult situations. They watch how we respond to situations that cause us stress. They are watching to see, as a child that's struggling, is it a doomsday? How are you embracing that and how are you looking at that? Your child picks up on all that. Feeling lost as a mom is a challenge that many of us face, but it's also an opportunity, like I said earlier, for growth and self-discovery. So by reflecting on your feelings, prioritizing self-care, seeking support when you need it, setting small goals, reconnecting with your passions, and embracing imperfection, you can find your way back to a sense of purpose and balance. So let me sum that up again. By reflecting on your feelings, by prioritizing self-care, by seeking support, by setting small goals, by reconnecting with your passions and embracing imperfection, you can find your way back to a sense of purpose and balance and a little less lost. If you're new to the journey of your child learning to read or remediating dyslexia, listen to episode 130, Understanding Your Child's Dyslexia Workshop. I'll link it in the podcast description. I'll also put a link for our weekly email newsletters where you can sign up to get more resources and tips. You can also go to our website, dyslexiamomlife.com. Thank you for joining me on this episode. If you found this episode helpful, please subscribe to the podcast, leave us a review so other moms can also find us, and share this episode with other moms who you think might be feeling lost as well. And as always, feel free to reach out with your thoughts and questions. Until next time, take care, and remember, you got this.